begin with a run from Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Achane on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Past the 20. 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 44 yards. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals 1st down as well. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 11-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's A-Chain.
They juked him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
77 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, a run by A-Chain.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And shedding a man at the 40. And some good, tough running, but he's still going to be stopped about a yard short. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
And the Cards are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marquise Brown,
64 yards.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Solo left Zion.
Tua going to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Murray.
Batted by the linebacker, but still adjusts and makes the catch.
He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
How about that tip ball going their way? They've got to have a lot of confidence because so far, it seems like everything is going their way.
On the other side, they're just hoping that second half it's a little bit of flip the script.
Yeah, let's see if they can hang in there mentally because sometimes when things go against you so much in the first half, it's hard to bounce back.
And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Cards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 21, 28. All right, let's go.
Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Now Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Murray going to throw.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
Touchdown!
J.K. Dobbins.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
From midfield, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Dolphins 7,
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
18 more yards there and another first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And now here's another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Tua now on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Looking to pass, Tua. Throw caught by A-Chain. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Sean Murphy-Bunting. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray off play action. It's caught at the 10. It'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They give him a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Murray now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Cardinals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could. But let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Green.
Murray now on 1st down.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal and a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stat.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tua going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Back to throw it. Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The CD always a little extra excitement for week one.